Beyond the death benefit, why your life insurance should serve you while you're still alive. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this special presentation. I'm truly honored to be here sharing insights from my recent interview with Gloria Shea, a visionary who has fundamentally transformed how we think about financial protection in America. Gloria isn't just an insurance expert. She's a revolutionary force who has dedicated her career to dismantling outdated financial protection models that have failed countless entrepreneurs, particularly those in underserved communities. Gloria's work transcends the traditional boundaries of insurance. Through her tireless advocacy and innovative approach to insurance education, she has literally saved businesses from collapse, preserved generational wealth, and given people dignity during their most vulnerable moments. What makes Gloria's impact so profound is her unwavering commitment to bringing living benefits to communities that have historically been left behind by the financial services industry. Tonight, I want to challenge everything you think you know about life insurance and financial protection. The insights Gloria shared with me aren't just informative, they're transformative. When I say life insurance, what immediately comes to mind for you? Death benefit, right? Money for your family after you're gone, a final gift, the end of your story. But what if that's fundamentally wrong? What if that limited view of insurance is actually leaving you vulnerable in ways you haven't even considered? Gloria Shea poses a revolutionary question that shatters this conventional thinking. What if your life insurance could actually serve you while you're still alive? This is the concept of living benefits, and it represents a complete paradigm shift in how we should approach financial protection. Living benefits allow you to access a portion of your policy's death benefit while you're still alive if you experience qualifying events like cancer, stroke, or heart disease. Now, why is this so revolutionary? Because the traditional model of life insurance addresses only one risk, death. But as Gloria powerfully articulated during our conversation, there are other risks that can be equally, if not more, financially devastating. Becoming seriously ill, being unable to work, watching your business crumble while you focus on recovery. The statistics Gloria shared are absolutely staggering. Medical problems contribute to approximately 66% of all bankruptcies in the United States. Let that sink in for a moment. 2/3 of bankruptcies stem not from poor financial management or business failures, but from health crises that overwhelm people's finances. And this impact is even more pronounced in certain communities. Black entrepreneurs, for instance, often have less access to capital reserves and face greater challenges securing business loans or lines of credit that could help weather a health crisis. The system is simply not designed to support them through medical emergencies. During our profound conversation, Gloria Shea emphasized 3 key insights that I believe everyone in this room needs to hear, insights that could radically change how you protect yourself and your loved ones. First, living benefits in life insurance provide immediate financial support when facing critical illnesses like cancer, stroke, or heart disease, not just after death. This is a complete paradigm shift from how most people view insurance. Second, these benefits offer flexibility and peace of mind, allowing you to focus on recovery instead of financial stress, and can be tailored to fit your changing needs as your life and business evolve. And third, while accessing living benefits may reduce the final death benefit, working with a knowledgeable provider ensures the coverage fits your life and business goals in a balanced way. But these aren't just abstract concepts. Gloria shared several powerful stories that illustrate exactly how living benefits have made a real difference in people's lives and businesses. Consider Tanya, a black entrepreneur in Atlanta who purchased a flexible life insurance policy with living benefits after starting her own consulting firm. Tanya made this decision after witnessing a family member struggle financially during illness. She watched as medical bills piled up, savings disappeared, and dignity eroded. She vowed her business wouldn't face the same fate if something happened to her. Then the unthinkable occurred. Tanya was diagnosed with breast cancer. Suddenly, this vibrant, ambitious business owner faced not only a fight for her life, but also enormous treatment costs that threatened both her business and personal finances. The chemotherapy alone cost thousands per session. Staff salaries still needed to be paid. Client projects still needed to be delivered. But unlike many entrepreneurs who find themselves in similar situations, Tanya had a financial lifeline. She accessed her policy's living benefits, receiving funds to cover her medical bills and keep her business afloat during treatment. The result? Tanya completed her treatment without incurring major debt and was able to retain her staff and clients. Her business survived, and her personal savings remained intact. What's particularly powerful about Tanya's story is its ripple effect. Her experience has inspired other Black women entrepreneurs in her network to review their insurance coverage and prioritize living benefits as part of their business planning. One woman told Tanya, "You showed us that we can protect what we've built even when life throws its worst at us." Or, consider the story of Code Pathways, a Black-owned tech startup based in Detroit. The founders made the strategic decision to include living benefits in their key person insurance for founders and essential staff after researching the risks facing small businesses. This foresight proved invaluable when one co-founder suffered a stroke at just 42 years old, threatening the company's ability to deliver on contracts and meet payroll. In many similar cases, this kind of event would spell the end for a growing company. Investors would pull out, clients would lose confidence, employees would seek more stable opportunities. But Code Pathways was able to use the living benefits rider to cover the co-founder's medical expenses and hire temporary management support. The outcome? The company fulfilled its business commitments and preserved jobs during the recovery period. No layoffs, no missed payments, no broken promises. The business continued to thrive despite a crisis that could have destroyed everything they had built. Gloria Shea pointed out that this approach has now been adopted by other Black tech founders in the Midwest who are seeking to build resilient businesses that can withstand personal health challenges. One founder told her, "We're not just protecting our business, we're protecting our community's future." And then there's Marcus, a Black real estate broker in Houston who added a living benefits rider to his life insurance after learning about the elevated risks of heart disease in his community. Marcus's decision was influenced by community health statistics and a desire to protect his family's financial future. When Marcus experienced a heart attack and was unable to work for several months, he faced the prospect of lost income and mounting bills, a situation that forces many self-employed professionals to liquidate assets or take on debt. Instead, Marcus accessed his policy's living benefits, which covered both medical bills and living expenses during his recovery. The result was transformative. Marcus returned to work without the burden of debt or the need to sell his assets. He maintained his business and provided for his family through an incredibly difficult period. Now, Marcus educates other Black professionals about the importance of living benefits through community workshops. This isn't just insurance, he tells them. This is about maintaining our dignity and our legacy when life hits us hardest. What Gloria Shea helped me understand through these stories is that living benefits represent more than just an insurance feature. They represent financial dignity during health crises. They provide options when options are most needed. They offer freedom when constraints are tightening all around you. Now, you might be wondering, if living benefits are so valuable, why doesn't everyone know about them? Why aren't they standard in every life insurance policy? Gloria explained that the insurance industry has traditionally focused on the death benefit as the primary selling point. Living benefits require a more nuanced conversation about risk, health, and financial planning. Many insurance professionals simply haven't adapted their approach to include these critical protections. Additionally, there is often a knowledge gap in communities that could benefit most from these protections. As Gloria Shea pointed out during our interview, financial education around insurance tends to be less accessible in many Black and minority communities, creating disparities in coverage and protection. This is why Gloria's work is so important. She's not just selling insurance, she's changing the conversation about what insurance can and should do for people, particularly entrepreneurs and business owners who have so much at stake. The traditional model of insurance asks us to plan for what happens after we die. Gloria Shea challenges us to also plan for what happens if we get sick but live, a scenario that is statistically more likely for most of us. During our interview, Gloria emphasized that living benefits aren't just for entrepreneurs. They're for anyone who wants comprehensive financial protection. Parents who want to ensure they can still provide for their children if they become ill. Professionals who want to protect their career trajectory from health setbacks. Individuals who don't want a medical diagnosis to also become a financial crisis. But for business owners and entrepreneurs, especially those from communities with historical barriers to capital and credit, living benefits can be the difference between a business that survives a health crisis and one that doesn't. As Gloria Shea explained, when a business owner becomes seriously ill, they face a double financial burden: personal medical expenses and business income disruption. Living benefits address both sides of this equation, providing funds that can be used however they're needed most. What's particularly powerful about Gloria's approach is her emphasis on customization. She stressed that living benefits can be tailored to fit specific needs and concerns. Someone with a family history of cancer might prioritize that coverage. A business owner might focus on protection that ensures business continuity during a health crisis. This flexibility makes living benefits accessible and relevant across different life stages and circumstances. It transforms insurance from a static product into a dynamic financial tool that evolves with you. I want to leave you with this challenge. We must fundamentally rethink what true protection means in our lives. The old model of insurance, focused solely on death benefits, is not just outdated, it's dangerously inadequate. It addresses only half the picture and leaves us vulnerable precisely when we need protection most. If a major health event struck tomorrow, would your current insurance give you the financial flexibility and peace of mind you need? Or would it sit idle, unable to help you when you're fighting for your life and livelihood? The stories of Tanya, Code Pathways, and Marcus aren't just inspiring anecdotes, they're calls to action. They show us that living benefits provide options during times when options are most precious. They create space for recovery without financial devastation. They preserve what you've built while you focus on healing. This isn't just about insurance. It's about dignity, resilience, and justice. It's about creating financial structures that acknowledge the full spectrum of risks we face and provide meaningful protection against them. So I urge you today, demand more from your financial protection. Insist on coverage that serves you while you're alive, not just your loved ones after you're gone. Have the courage to confront the difficult questions about what would happen if you got sick tomorrow. Because ultimately, true financial protection isn't about death at all. It's about living with dignity, regardless of what challenges you face. Thank you.